Hi, this is Lee. I'm going to show you another way of collecting evidence against the registered teacher criteria, this time using a blog rather than a site. Now, I've set this up as an example, so it obviously hasn't got too much in it, but on the front page I have the post, I have a second page called Registered Teacher Criteria, I have a third page which is called Tataiako, the cultural competencies, and a fourth page which actually matches up each Tataiako competency with the registered teacher criteria. Now, that's not to say that there's no other cultural competency involved in any one of those registered teacher criteria. It's just the key Tataiako competencies in each one. So that's a good reminder. So we're going to go back to the home page. You can see I've done the blog there, and I've actually got something called labels. So in this particular instance, RTC1 and whanaungatanga. And over the side you can see the labels are mentioned there and that they've been written about one time. So that's what that number means next to it. So as I add to the evidence and I add my labels, the number of times will increase over here, and you'll be able to see any of the RTC criteria that you'd miss out and perhaps you need a bit more evidence about. So the way that I would use this blog is to write about my teaching as inquiry, and as I did that, report about which registered teacher criteria that is reflecting. I'm going to show you how to set up a blog like this. So first of all, go to your home page. By home page I mean your Google page, and hit the blogger button, and you will have access to a page. You might have some blogs already, but you will need to hit new blog. Once you've done that, you'll run through a process of having a blog title and an address for your blog and create the blog. I'm not going to hit it in this instance because I've already set mine up, and there it is. So when I click on it, so this takes me into the back end of my blog. I'm going to click on settings and just make sure that you are the author of that particular blog, and this is where you want to change how private you want your blog to be. So by default, blogs are public. So click on the edit button and you can make it so that only blog authors can read it, or you could restrict it to certain readers. So if you have an appraiser, you might add their email address there and make sure you save those changes. So this is the back end of the blog, and when I hit the overview page I will see all sorts of bits and pieces. What I'm really interested in to start out with is to create those pages with Tataiako, the registered teacher criteria, and the key Tataiako competency. So if you won't have these already, so just hit new page. Once you've done that, you'll be asked for the title of your page. Just fill in there Tataiako and find the Tataiako online and copy them onto that page and publish it. That's all you need to do for creating each one of the pages. Now that you've created your pages, you can go to the layout of your blog. Now you can see the title there. What you need to do is add a gadget, and in that gadget list you'll find something called pages down there, so add that to that bar. We're going to this shows the pages that have been created, so I'm going to have all 4 of the pages, the home page and the other 3 pages that I created, and I'm just going to reorder them at the registered teacher criteria first. So it's as easy as that, and you can go down the bottom and save that. Now if you save that arrangement, you will see in your blog, when you view your blog, just open that up, that the pages are now there on your blog. In addition to adding these pages, you also want to add these labels so that they're going to show up. So back to the design again, into the back end of the blog, and we're going to go back to layout again. In Layout, we're going to add another gadget, and you can see I've already added it. It's called Labels, but what you need to do, just click on Add a Gadget and find Labels. Add that label. You can change the name if you want to Registered Teacher Criteria, and you might want to show all the labels, and alphabetically or by frequency might be a better idea so that you can see how many you've got added for each. I would put them in a list rather than a cloud, and I would tick that show number of posts per label and save it. So save that arrangement, and when you go back into view the blog or do the new post, you write your new post. So I'll just do second post and blah 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 about my inquiry, and then I would click on labels, and if my inquiry was talking about the fact that I am doing an inquiry, I would say yes, that's about Registered Teacher Criterion 12, and I would say done. I might also add the other label. If you go back to the home page, remember you'll see those Tataiako, or the key Tataiako competencies. You'll see that Registered Teacher Criterion 12 is about wānanga and ako, and in this instance I believe it's more about wānanga. So I would write in there, it's about wānanga. So save that, and you can see my second post has got the two labels showing, and we'll go back and have a look at the blog, and you can see those new labels showing up. So each time you add to it, you'll get another count on the number of times you've demonstrated that particular key competency or registered teacher criterion. Now each time I write a post, I don't have to rewrite those labels. They are listed there for me, and I can just click on the ones that I've particularly used in each post. And finally, if I go back to my blog and I want to find out where have I mentioned whanaungatanga, I can click on that label and it will bring up the one post that I have had that label in. So it's an easy way to find evidence for each of your registered teacher criteria and the Tataiako. Hope that helps. Good luck.